Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Mike Tudor, and this is CantoPanda, where we make learning Cantonese fun and easy. In today's lesson, we will learn some really useful Cantonese words about food and drinks, and these are words you'll use every day when you eat out or order something at a restaurant. And of course, you can then go to our free CantoPanda web app to practice and memorize these materials. So now, let's grab a notebook and let's get started. So now let's start with the basic food words. The first one is fan. Fan. Fan means rice, but it can also mean a meal in general. So for example, if somebody asks you, 食飯未? They're actually asking you, have you eaten yet? Instead of, have you eaten rice yet? Next is mean. Mean means noodles. And you'll hear this word often because people in Hong Kong loves noodles, especially wonton noodles or wonton mee. The third one is bao. Bao. Bao means a bun, and this can be a steamed bun or bread in general. And then the fourth one is tong. Tong. Tong means soup. So now, simply, how would I actually put this in a sentence? So for example, as I mentioned, 食飯未 means have you eaten yet? Now, if I say 我想食飯, this can mean two things. This could mean I want to eat, because 想 means want, or it may also mean I want to eat rice. And this really depends on the context. So if you're given a choice of rice or spaghetti, for example, in which in the Hong Kong style cafeteria, there's a lot of times they may ask you this. When you say 我想食飯, this means I want to eat rice. However, though, in general terms, if people say what do you want to do, for example, and you want to say 我想食飯, that means I want to go eat something. Now, of course, this sentence could also use in mean. So for example, 我想食麵, then it means I want to eat noodles. Now this applies to bao as well. However, though, you cannot use this for soup, because soup, we don't eat soup, we drink soup. So in this case, we would say 我想飲湯. 飲湯. And this perfectly ties in to our next set of vocabularies, which are drinks. Now, drinks, let's look at the three most common ones. So, the first one is cha. Cha, which means tea. And this is a very important word in Cantonese culture. The second one is, of course, everybody drinks it in the morning, and that is cà phê. Cà phê. And that means coffee. Now, notice how it sounds similar to English, and that's because it actually adopts it from English. And the third one is another important one, which is水.水, which means water. Now, similarly to what I say with soup, where you drink soup, is 我想飲湯. For tea, for example, I would say 我想飲茶. And this goes the same for 咖啡 and 水 as well. So 我想飲咖啡 or 我想飲水. Now let's talk about something very, very interesting, which is 飲茶, or drink tea. Now, you might have noticed by now, if you ever visited Hong Kong, or even go out and eat dim sum. Because eating dim sum in Cantonese, we don't call it eat dim sum. We actually call it drink tea. So if we say, I want to go to eat dim sum, we would say, 我想去飲茶. Now, you might think from the context is, I want to go drink some tea. No. It means I want to go eat dim sum in Cantonese. And speaking of dim sum, there is two very, very famous dim sum dishes that everyone must try. And the first one is siu mai, which is a type of dumpling with pork and shrimp. And it's a very, very popular in dim sum restaurants. And the second is ha gao, which is a shrimp dumpling wrapped in a thin white skin. Whereas siu mai doesn't really have any context to it, but ha gao, the word ha means shrimp, and gao means dumpling. And of course, if I want to say I want to eat ha gao or siu mai, is very easy, which is using 我想食. 我想食. So for example, if I want to eat siu mai, I want to say 我想食燒賣. 我想食燒賣. So remember the basic category, the basic vocab that I talk about for food, which is 飯 and 麵, and they are rice and noodles. So two very famous dishes in Cantonese cuisine is fried rice and fried noodles. And the word for fried is 炒. So, in this case, if I want to say I want to eat fried rice, I would say 我想食炒飯. 炒飯, where 炒飯 is fried rice. And if I want to say I want to eat fried noodles, I would say 我想食炒麵. 炒麵, where 炒麵 is the word for fried noodles. So let's review together. As you have learned a lot of those food and drink words in this video, and you've learned that if I want to say I want to eat, I would say 我想食. And if I want to say I want to drink, then you want to say 我想飲. So if I want to say I want to drink coffee, I would say 我想飲咖啡. 我想飲咖啡. And if I want to say I want to eat fried rice, I would say 我想食炒飯. 我想食炒飯. And that's it for today's vocabulary. Practice by swapping in different food and drink words. And next time you go to a Cantonese restaurant, try ordering using these sentences. Now, of course, the best way to practice these is to use them. And that's where the CantoPanda app comes in. And you can find flashcards and quizzes for all these words on the web app to really lock them into your memory. And the link is in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Cantonese lessons. Thanks for watching, and remember, 再見.